Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Barbara and I love to create budget-friendly decor. If that is something that you are interested in, I hope you will click on that subscribe button and then the bell icon so YouTube will notify you the next time I upload a new video. Before we get into today's DIY, I would like to talk about today's sponsor, Ophanie Corporation. They reached out to me about reviewing one of their area rugs, and when I clicked on the link they provided, I was pleasantly surprised at the various sizes they offer as well as their budget-friendly pricing. If you have watched my channel for a while now, you will know how much I love budget-friendly items. They offer a 2-foot by 3-foot for $14.99, a 3-foot by 5-foot for $23.99, and a 4-foot by 5.3-foot for $29.99. And they come in various different colors. I will have this link in my description box below so that you can look at the various different colors and sizes that they offer. And I will also have a link to their non-slip rug pad. They also have various different sizes and pricing for that as well. I will have both of those links in my description box below. They are machine washable, so you can still vacuum them as usual, but for a deep clean, you can throw them in the wash on a cold setting with a mild detergent and then hang them up to dry. They are made with high density faux fur, so they're super soft and comfortable. They have the non-slip durable bottom, and then they're also made with eco-friendly materials for people with sensitive skin. So you guys, the rug has come in, and now I'm going to take you on this journey with me as I unbox it and open it up, and we will see just how wonderful this rug is. It came from Amazon Prime, and once I opened my Prime box, this is the box that it came in. So let's open it up and see how it looks. So it came in a very, very nice plastic package. And this is the 4 by 5.3 foot in senior gray. It has some nice non-slip grips on the bottom, so I do notice that at first. Now I'm just going to unfold this. Oh, this is so soft and such a nice size too. It's going to fit perfect right here in our bonus room, and it's such nice quality. And very soft, very soft. And I love the color. It's a beautiful gray. This is such a good deal. $29.99. You cannot find that anywhere else with such good quality. This is so soft. I really, really like this rug. And if you order in the next 2 weeks, Ophanie is going to give you 30% off. So if you order in the next 2 weeks from the date this video is published, there's a coupon code in my description box to get 30% off. They also sent me this area rug pad. I don't need this since I've got it on carpet in my bonus room, but if you were going to place this on hardwood floors or linoleum, you could certainly use this, even though it does have the non-slippery portion on the bottom. But just in case you wanted to have it, they do offer that as well. Thank you so much, Ophanie, for sponsoring today's video and for sending me these gorgeous items. Before we get started with our DIY, I just wanted to give you a close-up look so you could really see how tall this faux fur is, and it is so super soft. The coziness of the Ophanie Area Rug gave me a great idea for a DIY for today. Today I will be making a blanket ladder using 1x3 by 8-foot boards. You're going to need 3 of those. Let me show you the measurements. I've gone ahead and marked my boards for the outside pieces of the ladder. I'm going to cut 2 of the boards down to 72 inches so they'll be 6 foot tall. And I've gone ahead and made my measurements where I want the rungs of the ladder to be. So this is marked where it is 1 inch over from the back and 3/4 of an inch over from the front. And then my rungs will go like this. They're about 2.5 inches. The boards are long at the ends. And then I've gone ahead and measured those out so there'll be 8 inches of equal distance between each of those. I went ahead and did this before I cut the angles on the outside boards so I would get a true measurement. And now I'm going to cut the angles on the bottom of 2 of the boards and then cut an angle at the top so that it will rest easily up against the wall. You're first going to want to cut your length down to 72 inches. And you're going to cut 2 boards at the 72 inches. These will become the outside of the ladder. You're going to take the 2 pieces we just cut off. We're going to cut it down to 17 inches on both of these. And then the 3rd board, we're going to cut 4 more 17 inches. So you're going to want 6 17-inch long boards. Since the boards are 2.5 inches wide, like this way, when you set your board where you've already placed your mark, you're going to have 1 inch on each of the outside edges. And you're going to do that for both of the boards. So when it comes time to cut the angles for the bottom, I just measured 1/2 inch down and went from the corner to 1/2 inch. So this is the back of one board. And then here on the back of this board, you're going to go in the opposite direction so that when you put the pieces up, your rungs will be in the middle, right here, and your angles will be going in the right direction up the wall. And this is for the bottom piece, the bottom angle. So now that the bottom angles are cut, this board right here is flipped over on the other side where the markings are. So they match. And then coming up to the top part of the board, I've gone ahead and marked for the top angles. I've gone a 3/4 of an inch over, 4 1/4 inch down on both of these. And as you can see, one has the markings and the other one has the opposite side, and this will be the top angle, and I'm going to go ahead and cut those down. And now that I have cut the top angles, this is how it looks. So you have got your long end right here at the top, and at the bottom, your long point right there. I'm going to take all these pieces and sand all of the ends down with my orbital sander. Now that I've sanded down all of the end pieces and sanded all those rough edges, I'm now going to drill in some pocket holes with my Craig jig. If you don't have a Craig jig, you could always screw these in from the outside of the ladders. But I'm just going to take my 17-inch pieces, and I've gone ahead and set my Craig jig to 3/4 of an inch. That is the width of my wood. And I've also set my drill bit that you drill in at 3/4 of an inch. And I'm going to go ahead and drill in 2 pocket holes on each of these rungs so that I can attach them to the outside ladder pieces underneath and you won't see them. I'm going to be using the 2 outside holes. You're going to do all 6 rungs like that, so when it's finished, it has 2 pocket holes on the same side. Now where I've already marked this is the back and this is the front. And I'm gonna take my rungs, and when I put them on there, I'm gonna make sure that the pocket holes I drilled in go towards the back. And I'm making sure that the top of it lines up with my marking. And then I'll drill that in. Okay, I'm gonna be using 1¼ inch Craig jig pocket screws. And I've gone ahead and clamped my board to my table so it doesn't move around. And now I'm just going to line it up and drill these in. And so once you get all those rungs on that one side, this is how it's going to look. And then we'll flip it over and do the other side. Now once you flip your boards over, your ladder, this is the back side of it. I'm going to go ahead and clamp the other side down to the table so it doesn't move. And you're going to make sure your bottoms and then your tops are in the same position. And then you'll be able to lift this up. And on this side, we used this as our top marking, which we already have here. So we're going to line that up with the top marking and drill that in. Now everything is assembled. This is the front, this is the top, and then you can see on the back side where the pocket holes are drilled. Of course, if you do not have a Craig jig, you could always pre-drill your holes on the outside here and then drill it in from the side. So I'm going to be staining mine. I'm going to be staining this, and I'm going to use what I already have on hand, which is just some Mission Oak. When I'm staining, I always use some disposable gloves because this is very sticky and it's very hard to get off your hands. You're going to need a sponge type brush to apply the stain on, and then a lint-free cloth to remove any of the extra. So the longer you leave your stain on, the darker it will be. So let's go ahead and get started staining this project. You want to go in nice even strokes and make sure you get the same amount of stain all over your piece. I also like to work in very small sections at a time, applying the stain and then removing it. And this Minwax already has a polyurethane in it, so you don't need to apply that once you're finished. It's already built in. And this is going to be a pretty color. It may take 2 coats. So we're going to go ahead and do this entire piece. I absolutely love how the blanket ladder turned out. It is so budget friendly. I have less than $20 in this, and they sell online for upwards of $100 a piece. And I think it goes so well with the Ophanie Area Rug. I will have a link for the Ophanie Area Rug and the rug pad in my description box below. And don't forget about the 30% off coupon code for the next 2 weeks from the date this video is published. That will be in my description box below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Please take care, and I will see you next time.